What's up, movie Schmoedown fans? I do not have a lot of time, so I'm just gonna keep this brief. I'm trying to catch up on the Schmoedown matches from last week, from pre-collision that I missed. Right now, I'm up to Lightning Time versus Danger Zone. As you can see, I'm representing the usual suspect for the second time in a row. Oddly enough, because it's hard for me to root against Dan, but he sided with Ben Bateman, so what else am I gonna do anyways, so yeah, Lightning Time versus Danger Zone. This is gonna be a tough match, but Lightning Time has played perfect against the Rushmore, and they only won because I think JTE missed one question. It's either that or because they went for multiple choice. Anyways, I really hope there's a victory in Lightning Time's future in this match. Anyways, I'll be participating also myself, but don't expect too many correct answers out of me. You know, the usual stuff. And yeah, let's get ready to Schmoedown. Here we go. I don't want to be late for work again, so I have to watch this Schmoedown match as fast as possible. Just pointing it out. For the rest.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Teams Edition. My name is the Boat Brad Gilmore, and I am joined today on this illustrious match day by Steph the Steez Sabral. Steph, how we doing?
She's so beautiful.
Brad, so good. Got to see you twice in a week.
Handle it.
We're winning today.
It's a great day. The entire audience who's watching at home is winning. We are just a few days before the Schmoedown collision that's going to be going down. It's going to feature incredible matches, but today, teams action going down. Lightning Time versus Danger Zone. These are two teams that people have been talking about the entirety of this season. You have Dangerous Dan Murrell, the current Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, teaming with Ben the Boss Bateman, who's a former champion. On the other side, Ethan Irwin, the guy who's going to be battling Dan Murrell at the collision, and Lightning Liz Shannon Miller, who's been one of the greatest players we've seen over the last 2 seasons in this game. Steph Sabral, this is a big match today.
It's a huge match, obviously #1 contender, but also in the sense that there is history, especially with Ben and Irwin, in terms of potentially being on the same team that they spoke about in their matchup a few weeks ago, and then them heading on with their actual partners today. A lot on the line, and I'm really excited to see it go down.
Yeah, I mean, that match between Ethan Irwin and Ben Bateman was sensational. It came down to a bald professional wrestler. That is all that it came down to. And then we saw the result of that match. Great stuff. This is big for both of these teams here. You've seen Danger Zone when they came into the league this season. This was the first time that they were going to be paired together. Dan Murrell coming off a great run with his former partner John Roca, won the team's titles, but then he goes and he pairs with somebody like Ben Bateman. We expected them to go out here and clean out the entire division. They ran into a bit of a hiccup with corruption. With corruption there on a big Battlefield pay-per-view. And then you look at Lightning Time. Lightning Time just coming off of a big win against Deception that went 37-33. They won by knockout at the Throwdown. I mean, both of these teams stacked.
I mean, completely stacked, and such cool differences in the dynamic between these two teams. And I love the friendship we have between Liz and Irwin especially, and I love the partnership that Ben and Dan have formed over the past few years and now in this team together. And the only real difference I see when I look up the team's lineup of who they've competed against is that we have Lightning Time with the loss against Rushmore, and then on the reverse side of it, Bateman and Dan have beaten that team.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's how you have to look at these things, is when you're looking at who's going to have the advantage. You look at a common opponent. That's a really great observation there. And Rushmore, I mean, both matches that we'd had with Rushmore, when you talk about Lightning Time and Danger Zone, were great matches, but Danger Zone was able to win that. Will that come into play? We will see exactly how these two teams match up. Styles makes fights, and I think that we are in for the fight of the night. Let's take a look at how we got here between these two teams, Danger Zone and Lightning Time.
It wasn't a question as to whether we were going to see greatness on display from both teams. We knew that going in. That's a given. It's just going to be who has that little extra advantage, and it might have been the hat.
Yeah, nice. I like it. Kind of stealing
So,
that actually,
here we
Steve,
are.
but never mind.
Here we are.
I think we surprised everybody, including ourselves, in beating Deception.
We've been on a run, and they have been at every study session we've had, and it shows. Look, a lot of people didn't think Lightning Time were even going to beat Deception. We surprised you there, didn't we? Didn't we? Well, we're going to do it again.
I hope
Corruption defeats Danger Zone, who did not go quietly into the night, not by a long shot.
They,
We did
they
the best
fought
we
back.
could. I think we knew after round one it was going to be a fight. We got every single point we could after a tough start.
I'm not going to sit here and blame tough questions. I probably should have gotten those. Or you know what? Maybe I just didn't know him because today I just didn't know him.
Look, I played Dan Morrell a few times, varying results, but no, he's a good dude.
Lovely dude. Generous human being. Real gentleman of the sport.
No, he's great.
And then there's Ben Bateman,
Yes.
who's not.
But I get it. I get that Ben is a big target, but at the same time, we win together, we lose together. I'm not telling people not to come after Ben. I'm saying come after both of us.
Danger Zone.
Right.
It's got the great Dan Murrell. It's got scary Ben Bateman. Do I look scared?
Nope.
I mean, I'm impressed. There's quite a lot of accomplishments that Dan brings to that team. Liz and Ethan are playing like the greatest team I have ever seen.
We're going to come back. We're going to come back stronger. We're a better team today than we were when we started the tournament, or whatever, a month ago. We're going to be a better team the next time we play. We're going to be a better team than that.
We want to hang with teams like that. We want to beat teams like that. If we want to put belts around our waist, we got to get better. That's on us.
I don't know. These guys are pretty tough.
Yeah, you know, we're going to show, we're going to have some fun, we're going to answer some movie trivia questions. Apparently that's what this is all about.
So,
Yep.
look, let's do it.
Let's do it, sure.
Guess what?
Is that
Don't lie.
Porky in Ethan's glass? Or am I just hallucinating?
Well, there you have it, Steph Sabral. Wow. Here we go. I'm so excited and amped for these four to finally clash in the movie trivia Schmoedown. Like I said, just a few days before the collision here, I think that it is time. And I guess, got to ask, are you ready?
Brad, you know it, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time
for
for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first.
Representing the usual suspects. They are the number 4 ranked team in the movie trivia
Yeah, he's gonna
Schmoedown.
do the whole thing,
with a
doesn't he?
record of 2
Two
wins
wins
and
and
1
one
defeat.
defeat.
Ethan, Big
Big
Tom
Tom Irwin,
Lightning,
and
Liz
Liz
Shannon
Shannon
Miller,
Miller, Lightning Time.
And there we are. How are y'all doing? Welcome to the show. I mean, we're so excited to have y'all here today. This is a big match. How you feeling, Ethan?
I feel great. I mean, look, I've played both these guys before, to varying results. But no, look, going even into Deception, you know, we were like, let's just go out there, let's have a good time and see what happens. So I'm just excited about all
I
this.
think Liz beat
Yeah,
Ben
Liz-
once.
go ahead,
Or
Steph.
at least
I gotta
she played
say,
him.
style points
She never
already.
played
Love the
Dan,
matching
though.
fits.
That's
Coming
interesting.
in with great energy there. Had to comment on that. But
Ethan
Liz, it's the
beat
first
Dan,
time I'm meeting
and
your
Dan-
acquaintance,
I think he
and I
TKO'd
wanted to see
Dan,
how you're
but I
feeling
think
going
he
in
lost
today's
twice to
match and
Dan,
what you
so-
think you two have to do
Like I said,
to
very
get that
interesting
dub.
match.
You know, I'm feeling good. It's a pleasure to meet you too. Love to see lady commentators on the desk. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go in and answer some questions about movies. Apparently that's what we do here.
Kind of.
Absolutely. Now, Ethan, obviously you said you've battled both of these men before on the individual singles side of things. What have you learned from those individual battles with them do you think is going to help in this team's encounter?
I can't tell you that. I'll tell you at the end. No, I mean, honestly, look, they're both, you know, exceptional players. They're both incredibly strategic, incredibly knowledgeable. So it is, I think I said this before, you know, it's just about trying to find, you know, just a little inch, just find something, you know, a way in. But if we get that, I really do think we have a shot. You know, again, same thing with Deception. You know, let's see what happens.
So it's all about having good days versus bad days.
Absolutely. Y'all have had a lot more good days than
Actually, I
bad.
think they're gonna go to
Good
the
luck to
second
both of you,
intro,
and good luck
I'll
on your
leave the
match.
chocolate for later.
Thanks.
And
Their opponents,
representing the Dungeon. They are the number
Number
2
two
ranked
ranked
team in the movie trivia Schmoedown with a record
of
of 3
3
wins and 1 defeat. Been the Boss Bateman and the 5-time movie trivia Schmoedown singles champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Merle. This is Danger Zone.
Ben is copying Roka's intro, and I don't like
Look at
it.
him.
How's it
Okay,
going,
now
everybody?
there's the Ben Bateman intro.
Look at him. Here we go. Danger Zone is in the building.
Danger in the building.
It's always dangerous when you're talking to these two men. You never know what's going to happen. Dan Merle sporting that singles championship around his shoulder, the MTS title. Look at that beautiful thing. But Dan, let's start with you. You know, coming off of the last match, obviously, when y'all went up against Corruption, didn't exactly shake out your way, obviously. How are you going to come back after that in this match against Lightning Time?
We're going to win. That's how the best teams come back. You know, it's funny. We're a rookie team. Like we come together this year, our first time out of the gate. We win a tournament. We play 3 close matches against 3 great teams. You look at those teams. On those teams, 3 former champions, 1 future contender, and yet it's still not good enough for people. It's still not good enough for people. So I guess we still have something to prove.
Well, Dan, it's a tough competition out there because apparently we got kicked down to the FCL after 1 loss. So that's where we are today, and you know, it's just the reality of it. You know, we got a lot of work to do.
Well, Ben, I wanted to ask because your last meetup
Brad
against
and
Ethan
Steph,
Irwin,
I
there
get it.
was discussion of you two possibly being on a team together, but you had said you had found the better team member. How are you feeling about your team member in today's match?
I mean, this man is the greatest player that's ever done it. So
Yep,
I don't think anybody's ever going to argue about having this guy in their corner. Look, I'll be honest. Ethan was the first phone call I made in the offseason. I've been clear about this. I talked to Sam Levine. There was discussions to be had. It was very clear to me I was getting a runaround, and I went and found somebody better. So here we are. And I don't think that I have any regrets about that. I certainly don't think this guy has any regrets about that. And I just know we're going to bounce back with a win today. So thanks, Steph.
Well, obviously, y'all have had experience with Ethan Irwin, and this team, Lightning Time, has been a sensational team. I mean, coming off of their win against Deception. But, you know, I want to ask this to both of you. You do seem like the criticism that your team has gotten this year is fueling the two of you. Do you think you pay too much attention to that?
No, I think the best teams listen to the criticism, but don't take it to heart. It's not discouraging. It's not discouraging. It's fuel. It's fuel for us to perform better because we know how good we are. We just have to get everyone else to believe it. So I think it's healthy to listen to what people are saying because that just goes to show how much you have left to prove. You got to keep that fire burning.
Yeah, I like to buy the headlines and then throw them in the fire to keep it burning. Keeps me warm at night, Brad. So that's how I handle it.
Well, there you go. Well, good luck.
Some heat in the danger.
A lot of heat in this dangerous zone. Good luck to both of you, gentlemen, today on your match. And the
Boy, there was a
round
lot of
number
ads
one
in
works
there
like
just
this.
now.
Each team will get 8
That's gonna
questions from
shave off a
random
couple
categories
minutes
that will
off
get
this
into all competitors.
reaction
You have
video.
15 seconds to write each answer down. You must say and speak and reveal your answer at the same time at the end of that 15 seconds. All questions are worth 1 point. If you answer all 8 right, that triggers a
5
perfect
minutes.
round where you'll get a 1-point
Crazy.
bonus question. Teams may request 3 questions to be repeated during the entirety of the match. Those are the JTE rules. You also get 1 challenge if you don't like how a question is worded, you don't think it's clear enough, or you don't think your opponents gave the exact right answer. You can challenge that, and there is no stealing, though, in round number 1. That is how round number 1 works here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Teams Division.
Why is it I always
All right,
lose
we
my
have
marker
all our
and
competitors here, and
eraser
I'm going to
before the
ask
match
them
starts?
now. Lightning Time, are you ready?
Yep.
Always be closing.
Danger Zone, are you ready?
I love the hats. They're great. Of course, we are absolutely ready. I just wanted to say, if you guys want, if Sam Levy needs to challenge something real quick, Sam,
Better
go
do it
for
now.
it. I know this is usually. Do you want to throw out a challenge or no? No? Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Why won't you shut up already?
What were you
What my
saying?
partner said.
All right, well then there's only one thing left to
No?
do.
Okay, fine.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Here we
Well,
go.
I had my
3
blue marker
rounds
for the
in
team's division
in
a
the
second ago, but I
MTS.
can't find
We
it,
are
so I'm just
starting
gonna
with question
go with a
number
quick
1
replacement
in
with
the
my black
category
marker for the
of
Star
new
Wars
releases.
division. Oh, no,
Which
no, no. There it
actor
is.
Stars as an elite Navy SEAL named John Kelly in the 2021 Tom Clancy adaptation Without Remorse.
Well, it's a good thing it took me a while to find a
already
marker.
heating up.
Turns out I was sitting on it the entire time, but
Ben Bateman, always trying to
yeah,
get
I
into his
have
opponent's
no
head,
idea.
but they did a good job by covering them with hats.
I have
And we
no
didn't
idea.
in 5.
The new releases
4,
category is not
3,
is no longer a
2,
strength of mine.
1,
Unfortunately.
pins down, hands up. We go to Danger Zone first.
I'm going to go with Michael B. Jordan.
That is correct. Dan Ethan Irwin.
Michael B. Jordan.
Dan Merle.
I need to update my streaming services because I said Gerard Butler.
And
Okay.
Liz Shannon Miller.
Michael B. Jordan.
I love that
Alright,
Dan
so
has the
we have
Lego
2
Millennium
points there
Falcon
for
in the
lightning
background.
time. Only one
If it is the Lego
for Danger
one,
Zone as we get to question
not
number 2.
just the
All right,
regular
question
Millennium
number
Falcon.
2 in the category of family films. In which family film does Jim Carrey star opposite Carla Gugino, Angela Lansbury, and Clark Gregg?
Really? Clark Gregg?
See the seriousness
Remember
on the
that.
faces of all competitors
No, this
here.
is a really tough match. I'm glad I
Dan Morrow
said
with a
up top,
unusual miss
don't expect
in
any
the
correct
first
answers
round,
out of me
but he has to
because
go for the win.
I suck at this.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. We go to Ethan first.
I said How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
That is incorrect. Dan, we go to you next.
I said Mr. Popper's Penguins.
That is correct for 1
Ooh.
point. Liz, we look to you next.
I put liar, liar, so incorrect.
And
Yeah.
Bateman.
Didn't have this one.
Yeah, Dan!
Dan coming back with the 1 point that was taken away last.
I
for
can
question
cheer
number
for
1.
Dan. I'm
Yeah,
just
so
not
we are
cheering
all
for
tied up now after
Bateman.
2-2. Perfect rounds off the boards for everybody as we get to question number 3 in the category of mystery films. A man named Richard Kimball is wrongfully accused of murdering his wife and escapes from the law in an attempt to find her killer and clear his name in what 1990s mystery thriller?
Love the way you read that. I feel like I am in the thriller.
You know what I mean? I wanted to add a little some extra.
I
to
Little
it.
think,
zhuzh.
I think I know
Little
this,
zhuzh,
but
I
little
don't think I was the only one.
You're a thrilling
Feels
announcer,
like-
Brad.
it feels like
We're gonna
it's
answer
too
in 5,
obvious.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, hands up, and we go to big time. Ethan Irwin.
Is it Witness?
The Fugitive.
Oh, yeah, The Fugitive.
Fugitive is
The
correct. Ben
Fugitive.
Bateman.
What's Witness
Also,
then?
The Fugitive.
Lightning
it's
Liz.
It's the Harrison
The
Ford
Fugitive.
film
And
with
Dan
Tommy
Merle.
Jones, but like,
The Fugitive.
what's Witness?
There we go.
I think Witness might be another
I would if you didn't know that, I would just end it
Harrison
with
Ford 90s movie. I think. I
Computer
don't
I mean,
know.
I was the
Walk
only
up
one who
Like I
started
said,
writing
I
during the question.
suck at this.
Good news, no one got that wrong. Question number 4 in the category of directors.
Directors.
Who directed 1982's Creep Show inspired by the McRae tales of EC Comics?
Macabre.
Macabre.
Macabre. I like it. Anyways, I'm not gonna write
All
any
business.
questions, any answers
All
today. I'm
business
not getting
between
any
these
questions
4.
right. Unless
Straight
they
to it.
miraculously go
You
to
answer
the
in 5.
well.
4,
There's got to be at least one
3,
animated question in
2.
round 1. So I guess
First
I'm gonna get one question.
JTE. In the category of directors.
Wait, who used the JTE?
Who directed 1982's Creep Show inspired by the macabre tales of EC Comics?
Like, see, I never understood why is macabre spelled like that? Why is it spelled macabre?
Lightning Liz using the first
Like,
repeat of the match.
What's
We'll see
wrong
if
with
it's
just
to
spelling
her
it like
advantage.
like you say it?
You
Macabre.
didn't answer in 5,
What is
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. We go to Dan first.
George A. Romero.
That is correct, Liz.
I put Wes Craven.
Ben,
that.
Yep, didn't have this one either. Tough start.
Ethan.
This is a toughie. I also said George Romero.
that? Wait,
Correct.
is it George
So we
Romero
have
or
2
George A.
with
Romero?
George A. Romero.
All right, so we are still tied 5-5, getting to the 5th question of round number 1, a challenging round number 1 so far in the category of fantasy science fiction. Which actress appeared in the films Dark City Hulk, and Noah.
It's a tough first round so far, but there's still a lot to go.
It is, but you're looking at 4 of the greatest the game has ever seen, especially in this division.
A fact.
We need to answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We start with the boss.
I had Jennifer
Connelly?
That is correct.
Whoa, I got a question right, and I can't.
Jennifer Connelly.
I can't believe
Correct, and
I
then we go to
finally get a
Andrew.
question right about Ang Lee's Hulk.
Connelly's big time.
I too had Jennifer
That
Connelly.
movie
All right,
screwed me
still
up so
tied
many
up.
times in
Everybody
other
gets
matches
a
I
score
played.
on that one, 7-7.
We move to question number 6 in the category of comedies. In the comedy, gotta get those laughs in.
Make them laugh, make them laugh,
In the
make them
comedy
laugh.
film The Internship, Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn become interns for what tech company?
In the comedy film, you said. Oh.
Tech company.
What's your favorite comedy film, Steph?
Austin Powers, you
I
know
got,
this.
I got a question I never thought I would get,
Come
so
on. Need an answer in 5,
I'm good.
4,
I'm fine.
3,
Leave me
2,
alone.
1. Pens down, hands up. We go to Dan first.
Google.
Google is correct,
I
Liz.
guess I could have guessed it,
I
but
binged
I
it.
don't know.
Google.
Bateman,
Yeah, nope. I wrote Google.
you got me there. Ethan,
Ben, get out of my head! Forget it. I said Google.
Google, all 4 getting the point there.
All right, 2 more questions remain. Mark Ellis isn't here, but I'm going to say your penultimate question in round number 1 in the category of horror/thriller. Rise of the Lycans, Awakening, and Blood Wars are entries into which action horror franchise?
Now I gotta ask you, Brad, what's your favorite comedy?
Oh, favorite comedy ever?
You're acting like you
Caddyshack.
didn't just ask.
Isn't Back to the Future a comedy? Can you just say a comedy?
No, but that suit jacket is. And we need to answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with big time.
Underworld?
Underworld.
Underworld is correct. Ben
Okay,
Bateman.
I got that.
Underworld franchise.
That is right, Liz Shannon Miller.
Sexy Twilight, aka
Sexy
Underworld.
Twilight.
And last but not least,
I'm gonna be
Dan
honest,
Rowe.
I was gonna.
Sparkling vampires are sexy. Underworld.
I agree.
I
with
was
Dan.
gonna-
Dan.
I was gonna
But also the
answer
leather in
Twilight, but then I
Underworld is
remembered
unbeatable.
some of the other
We go to
Sexier
question.
Subtitles
Twilight.
of
Let's say
those
sexier
movies.
Twilight.
Yeah.
There we go.
I can live with that. Question number 8 in the category of famous actors and
Where's
actresses.
the animated question?
Which Oscar-winning actor appeared in the films The Legend of Tarzan, The Zero Theorem, and Downsizing?
Right, let's see if they
Oscar
can
winning.
keep
Okay.
it up. It is still tied 11-11. Last question in round number 1.
We need an answer in 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2.
Whoops.
Their first JTE. Which Oscar-winning actor appeared in the films The Legend of Tarzan, The Zero Theorem, and Downsizing?
The Zero Theorem. Paraceratherium. Has nothing to do with the question. I just like
Their
saying.
first JTEs in round 1.
You need an answer
Need
in
an
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, hands up. Steph, take it away.
We go to Ben first.
Is it
Yeah, I
Christoph
had Matt
Waltz?
Damon.
That is incorrect. Liz, we go to you next.
Throwing us out there, Willem Dafoe.
That is also incorrect. Dan,
Chris Cooper?
that is also incorrect. Ethan,
Well, let me try mine, I guess. Christoph Waltz.
Christoph
Yes!
Waltz is looking for the point.
That was my backup.
Wow.
I'm glad I
Point
saw
there to
Legend of
give
Tarzan
Lightning
now.
Time the lead, and that is the end of round number 1. And
Okay,
we're
I got
going
a
to get
question
into
and almost all of them
round
missed.
Number 2 here momentarily. And we get now to round number 2, which we call the wheel round. Here's how round number 2 works in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Each team will get a spin at the category wheel. Now, they can respin once and get a mulligan if they land on something that they don't love, unless it is opponent's choice. They'll receive 6 questions in that category, each question worth 2 points each. Unless they opt for multiple choice, then the value of the question goes down to 1. If a team misses a question, their opponents will have the opportunity to steal. All your JTE rules and challenges are still in effect for round number 2. Right now, Lightning Time is in the lead. Lightning Time, would you like to spin first or defer?
Oh, I think, Liz, we'll defer. Is that right?
I believe that's right.
Let's do that.
All right. So,
The signature
right
Sam
now, we're
Levine
going to bring
strategy.
in Danger Zone and their manager, Adam Witt. You have
Yes.
60 seconds, Adam, to talk with your team.
Hello, gentlemen.
I miss Kaiser,
Hello,
but
Mr.
I'm
Witt.
happy to see Witt any day.
I have forgotten more about being a fan favorite than you guys will ever know. You guys are the best. That was some serious heat being brought that round, and you get still only 1 point down, so you guys got this. I love how they used that JTE. Didn't work out, but the fact is, you guys have the greatest minds in trivia. So if you say "huh," that is a time for a JTE. Meanwhile, I think you guys could psych this game out so well, and this is the time to do it, where you psych this wheel out and get what you want.
Let's do it, man. I'm ready to roll.
Gentlemen, you ready to give it a spin?
Yep.
Let's do this.
All right, let's give the wheel a spin there, and we will see where their fates will lie in our digital wheel.
We shall see.
Lucasfilm.
Lands on Lucasfilm.
Think about this, partner. I think it's pretty likely
interesting. They didn't
we
put
put this
Star
on the
Trek on the
wheel.
wheel again.
Right, that's what we were talking about before the
But I
match.
guess,
It seems like it. So
Dan's pretty good at
have,
Star
I mean-
Trek, so that's why Ethan and Liz
I
didn't
feel
want
pretty comfortable with most of what's in there, but if you feel better about something else,
Lucasfilm.
I think if you feel good about it, I feel good about it. I think we can make it work.
let's hope after some of his previous cinematic outings that George Lucas doesn't screw us again, and let's go with Lucasfilm.
Yeah,
All right.
good. It's not going to be Star Wars. It's going to be Radioland Murders. It's going to be THX. It's going to be, but you guys know all that stuff. You guys, know your strange magic.
Yep. All right.
All right,
Right
so
on.
they're sticking with Lucasfilm, and Steph Sabral will be
Lucasfilm.
administering questions to Danger Zone.
I'm a 3,
in
by the way.
Lucasfilm,
Saying.
category of Lucasfilm.
I love how they made that decision. That was a healthy form of communication. For your first question in the category of Lucasfilm, who composed the scores for the films The Land Before Time and Willow?
Dan, Willow is Ron Howard, and Ron Howard
It's-
almost always worked
I
with
think it's John Williams.
what's his name? James Horner.
James
later in his
Horner
career.
is exactly
Yeah,
who
James
came into
Horner
my
does
head
make
too. I
sense.
think it's James
5.
Horner. Yes.
Yep.
Or
James
Yep.
Horner. Final answer.
James Horner is correct as we move to your second question in round 2. Who directed the 1986 fantasy film Labyrinth?
Jim Henson.
So Labyrinth,
This is
Dan. Oh, go ahead.
Definitely Jim Henson.
Yeah.
Yes,
This-
because
he
he
directed
did
the
82 and
movie.
86,
I forgot.
right?
I didn't.
Yep.
I
Jim
didn't know
Henson
it was
for sure.
86.
Jim
but
Henson.
Henson.
Final answer.
Jim Henson is correct for
Him
more points on the board for
Jensen.
Danger Zone as we move to question number 3 in round 2. Which Oscar winner plays Major Emmanuel Stantz, who commands African American fighter pilots during World War II in the film Red Tails?
Oscar winner?
Yeah.
It's not.
So this is Cuba Gooding Jr. He's
Yes.
he's the major. Terrence Howard is the next guy in charge, but this is Cuba Gooding Jr. Definitely. Final answer.
Cuba Gooding Jr. is correct again for a so far perfect round 2 for the Danger Zone. As we move to your next
The
question.
Zone of Danger.
Bill L. Norton directed what 1979 film for Lucasfilm that features cast members such as Cindy Williams, Scott Glenn, and Harrison Ford?
Is this perhaps More American Graffiti?
American Graffiti.
This is
2,
definitely
I think,
more
but
American Graffiti. Yes.
And that's the exact title,
I
right?
didn't know it was
That's
the
what it's
title.
called. More
I
American
guess
Graffiti. Yes.
American
More
Graffiti
American
2,
Graffiti,
but I
final
didn't
answer.
know the title, so
More American
no point
Graffiti is definitely correct for more points as an almost perfect round as we head to your final question in round 2.
We have 2 more, right?
2 more, yes.
Or pentultimate question in round 2, excuse me. Which comedian turned actor plays a brownie named Rule in the film Willow?
Comedian turned actor.
So I know for sure that Kevin Pollak plays a brownie in this film, and I believe that's. I'm
You want to repeat and think about it?
Let's do one repeat, but
repeat the question.
Repeat the question.
All right. For the second JTE, which comedian turned actor plays a brownie named Rule in the film Willow?
Now the other thing is I don't know if the other one is Emo Phillips or not, but I know Kevin Pollak for sure is one of them. Do we want to check down the multiple choice just to be sure?
If we go for it, they'll know the other, and they're both going to be on the multiple choice.
Yeah.
I think we checked the
So
multiple.
did we say Kevin Pollak?
2.
Multiple choice.
2.
Multiple choice. I want to save it.
All right. Multiple choice. A. Paul Reiser. B. Howie Mandel. C. Kevin Pollak. Or D. Louis Anderson.
I guess Kevin Pollak.
Okay, well, we know then,
It's
right?
definitely Kevin Pollak. Yes, 100% sure.
Kevin Pollak, final answer.
Kevin Pollak is correct for the point.
I guess after
for the
they
penultimate
kind of put
question.
it out there.
Hey, we got the point. That's what matters.
I don't think I'm gonna forgive myself.
Final question in round number 2. What 1988 biopic was the only Lucasfilm production that was directed by Francis Ford Coppola?
This is our favorite, but the exact title is Tucker, the Man and His Dream?
Tucker, the Man and His Dream is the exact title, yes.
Okay. Tucker, the Man and His Dream. Final answer.
Tucker, the Man and His Dream is correct for a perfect round 2.
Wow, incredible. Now the score is 22-12. Danger Zone in the driver's seat. A perfect round after both players struggled a little bit through round number 1. After they come back, boom, perfect. And interesting, teamwork there, talking things through, every single question through, going to multiple choice just for safety. It is pretty good there from that faction. Okay, well, that was Danger Zone's spin at the wheel in round number 2. We are now going to have them leave the chat room here momentarily, and we're going to bring in their opponents.
Welcome back. Hi, everyone.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I guess we don't have any questions to answer here.
Probably not.
Nope, there are no questions for you guys to answer.
Good.
There was nothing wonky. There were no challenges thrown.
the
But they
log pillow.
did. I'm very happy to say, know the answer to one, but then doubted themselves and went to multiple choice on it. So
Okay, so they didn't go perfect.
no, they went semi-perfect.
Yeah,
We've got to
so-
figure out a better
Good
terminology
for
for that.
them.
Yeah.
I blame Bateman.
They were 95%.
All right. Well, are you
All right.
all ready to spin the wheel here?
Yeah, let's do it.
I
Spin
certainly.
it, baby.
All right. Let's bring up the wheel here for lightning time, and let's give it a whirl.
Just a little meeting before they didn't even need to think about many things. They were ready to spin.
All right.
We
And
just-
it lands on
Sean Connery.
Interesting. I feel
Sean
pretty good about
Connery.
Connery. Definitely better than 50-50. We could try again. There's definitely ones I like less. So it's up to you. I leave it to you guys. I'll answer whatever question is given to me. So however you want to do it.
Has Sean Connery been done a lot?
He is
Not-
not. That
Not a whole lot, but you never know
Little
how
bit.
deep they're going to go. He does have a pretty long filmography.
Yeah, I vote we spin again.
Great,
Yeah,
let's do
that's what my gut says. Also, I mean, if we land on Connery, I think you guys could work your way through it. But
Yeah.
let's spin again.
Yeah.
All right. They opt to spin again, so there we go. Spinning away from Sean Connery.
I
and
really
we'll
hope it's
see.
Lucasfilm because you guys would know all of these.
And it lands
It's
on
opponent's choice.
Opponent's choice.
Oh man, the digital wheel strikes again.
Who saw that
does.
coming?
Did I say
All right.
you guys could psych out this wheel or what?
I mean, we always know the respin is opponent's choice. You don't do the respin.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a minute to make this decision. Look, Dan,
Well,
I
they
think
spun away from Connery, so
And they
you know.
should have, because there's some sneaky ones in there.
Yeah, he's got a point.
So Connery is a strong option. We
Yeah.
also
Dude,
know
guy did a
broad
lot of
categories. Oscars
movies.
is very broad.
And I did-
You know, Kevin Smith
I did a
doesn't
video-
have a lot of movies.
I did a video
Martial
about
arts is
Connery
what players struggle
not
on.
too long ago. The
For
guy's
me,
got
it'd be
a lot of
between
movies on his
I don't know,
resume.
Connery and Oscars would be my two finalists. What do you think,
I
partner?
agree.
I,
One of
I
those
think
two.
Ethan is good with Oscars, and
I
Liz
think
might
let's
be
give
too,
him-
so-
I think let's give him.
Maybe remakes.
I want to lean towards Oscars. What do you feel?
Yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. There's a bunch of nominees every year. There's a lot
No,
of places.
I changed my mind. I think we go Connery. I don't know, and if they specifically spun away from it, these guys are too hard.
That one was.
They're going to spin away from Connery. They probably don't like it.
All right, sure.
deep
Let's go with
filmography.
Connery. Let's do
All
Connery.
right.
Let's go Connery.
Okay.
Connery.
We were
Okay.
willing to do it. We just decided to roll the dice, and here we are again.
All right, so you all will be getting 6 questions in the realm of Sir Sean Connery. Are you ready?
Sure. Are they out of the room?
They are.
They are now. It's just us.
Yay!
Just
How
us
I
here.
wanted.
Just
us
us
here.
chickens.
Just a
Just
reminder
us.
also,
Nobody here but us
you have 2
chickens.
JTEs remaining, and we're going to get to your first question in the realm of Sean Connery. Sean Connery plays the immortal character Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez in what 1980s film?
That'd be Highlander.
Yep, I concur. Highlander. Final answer.
Finals.
Highlander is correct for 2 points. And we move to your next question in the realm of Sean Connery. Who directed Sean Connery in the films The Hill, The Anderson Tapes, and Family Business?
Family business.
I'm very comfortable going to multiple choice on this.
Let's do that. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so you opt for multiple, and your options are: is it A, Sidney Lumet? Is it B, John Gilliam? Is it C, Alan J. Pakula? Or is it D, Robert Town?
I guess
For
Robert
me,
Town,
it's
maybe.
A or C. It's either Pakula or whoever the first one was, Sidney
Sidney
Lumet.
Lumet?
Because they were Family Business was like
The
him
answer
and
is
Dustin
5,
Hoffman. So
4,
I'm good with that.
3.
okay, let's go C. Alan J.
2.
Pakula. Final
Yeah.
answer.
Can you repeat that? Your stream cut
Sorry.
out on me.
Sorry, I said C. Alan J. Pakula.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. All right, so we're going to move to your next question here in the category of Sean Connery. And your question is thus: Sean Connery appears in which 1980s film from director Terry Gilliam?
It's Time Bandits.
Yeah.
Time Bandits. Final answer.
Time Bandits is correct for 2 points. 2 big points there. And we're going to go now to your next question in the realm of Sean Connery. This is question number 4. Sean Connery
Corny.
appears opposite Andy Garcia, Billy Drago, and Patricia Clarkson in what action thriller film?
Andy Garcia and Sean Connery. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna have to go with Billy Drago. Oh! It's The Untouchables. Yeah, final
Okay. Yeah.
answer.
Agreed.
The Untouchables is correct. Is correct there for another 2 big points. 2 big points. It is 22-18. Lightning Time has 2 questions remaining in the category of Sean Connery. And your 5th question: who directed the 2000 drama Finding Forrester, in which Sean Connery played a reclusive writer who mentors a teenage boy?
I believe that's Gus Van Sant, right?
That is correct. I agree. Go ahead.
Gus Van Sant. Final answer.
This is why I don't
Lightning
play.
Liz was right. That is an additional
in
2
general
points right
movie
there.
trivia because
And we
I
have
don't know
1
nothing.
question remaining, and if they get this one right, they will tie it up. And your final question in the realm of Sean Connery: which actor plays Adso, the teenage apprentice of Sean Connery's character in the 1986 mystery thriller The Name of the Rose?
It's Christian Slater. Christian Slater. Final answer.
Christian Slater is correct, and Lightning Time ties it up
Okay.
22-22. And we're going to bring back, though, our other team here, Danger Zone, so they can attempt to pick up their steal opportunity. All right, and we have Danger Zone back. You're going to have the opportunity to pick up a 1-point steal in the realm of Sean Connery. I will read you the question and the multiple choice options, as well as reveal what option your opponents went with. And your question for the steal. Who directed Sean Connery in the films The Hill, The Anderson Tapes, and Family Business? Is it A, Sidney Lumet? Is it B, John Guillermin? Is it C, Alan J. Pakula? Or is it D, Robert Towne? Your opponents chose C, Alan J. Pakula.
Dan, it's A, Sidney Lumet.
Yeah, Sidney Lumet, definitely.
A, Sidney Lumet, final answer.
That's correct for a 1-point steal, which puts Danger Zone up 23 to 22 going into the final round. Danger Zone is in the lead 23 to 22, and now it is time for the third and final round, which will decide the outcome of this match. Round number 3 works as thus. Each team will pick 3 numbers between 1 and 20. Those 3 numbers will correspond to 3 separate categories. They will receive 3 questions at the 2, 3, and 5-point level. One team member will answer the 2-point question, the other team member the 3-point, and then they can confer on their 5-point question. During this round, there are no multiple choices, there are no steals, but you still can have your challenge and your JTE rules. Right now, Danger Zone is in the lead 23 to 22, so gentlemen, your 3 numbers first.
What do you think, partner?
I'll pick number 5, and I'll throw the last 2 to you.
Let's go with 3 and 7.
5, maybe for the times that Dan Merle has been singles champion. 3 and 7 are Danger Zone's numbers. And Liz and Ethan, your 3 numbers, please.
14, 15, and 10.
Okay.
All right.
No,
14,
they already picked 10. Oh, no, sorry, my bad.
10.
They picked 3 and 7. Sorry, my bad. Add them both together, it's a 10.
All right. So,
that's where
lightning time, you are down by 1 point. So you'll be answering your 2-point question first. But before we do that, we're going to bring in your manager to talk things over with you. So we'll start here with lightning.
Hey! I mean, yes. Am I mad that there was a coin toss between Bakula and Lumet, and that's a 1-point difference? But hey, whatever.
Look, whatever. If this is a match that comes down to literally a 50-50 guess on one question, then the other half of the time you're going to have the 1-point lead.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, there's, that's the thing about 50-50. So shake it off. Do not worry about it. Look, it's very clear from round 1, neither of these guys is playing their A game today. So anything can happen in this third round. It is but a 1-point difference, so it's going to be going ping pong, all the way to the end. So
lightning time
take
was
the
leading
time
by 1
that you
point
guys have. You have 2
after round
JTEs
one, now
left.
they're behind by
Use
1
them if you
point.
need them. I
you
trust
can have
both of
any
your
run like
instincts when
this
it comes
in a
to
game.
deciding who's going to take which question based on the category. But just stay in the zone. You guys are in a great spot right now, and I feel real good about this. So let's finish them off.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
Did you hear that, guys? Sam just confirmed that this is what their A game looks like. So, you two are the kings of trivia. You're not just the GOAT, Dan. You're the COAT. You're the king of all trivia.
Oh.
Ben, you're not just the boss, you're the CEO. I want you to hire and fire anybody that challenges you in this game. I want you to send these two a pink slip, okay? They're named for something that strikes rarely, lightning time. Show them who's boss, psych out this games. You got the numbers you need to win this game. Let's do it.
Dan, we've got 1 repeat left.
Yep.
We'll dictate the 2 and the 3 based on category. And if we get all our points, it's game over. So let's just answer our questions here and win. That's it.
Let's do what we do. Let's play Dungeon Ball.
Nice.
Dungeon Ball, I like it.
I love
you guys don't have a cool phrase like that, do you?
We do. So. God, whoever next, we're doing it. We're going to get a cool catchphrase.
All right, we have all our teams back. They've conferred with their managers, and now it is time for the 2-point question for lightning time. You selected the number 14, and that corresponds with romantic comedies. Which one of you will be taking the 2-pointer?
Ethan, is it alright if I take this?
Please.
Alright, let's give it a shot.
All right, awesome. Lightning Liz Shannon Miller answering the 2-point question in rom-coms. And your question is, Meg Ryan plays Kathleen Kelly, owner of a local bookstore in what 1990s rom-com from director Nora Ephron?
You've got mail.
Yeah, you've got mail. Yeah,
You've got it right. That is
I
right. For
I was
2
gonna
points.
say that. I was just distracted by the ad.
For. That
But,
puts
yeah, it's
Lightning
You've Got
Time in
Mail.
the lead
I
by
had
1.
that
So
in
now
my head.
Danger Zone has to answer some questions that will be administered by the wonderful Steve herself, Steph Sabraw. You selected the number 5, and number 5 isn't romantic comedies, but it's romance. We'll
Without
be
the
taking
comedies.
the 2-point question in romance.
I mean,
Well,
Dan has the more successful
I'm
romantic
the guy that
life.
just loves it, but I think I'd probably throw you on the 3, and if it's a 50-50 situation, if you're good with that.
Sure. Take it, boss.
Yeah? All right.
Yep.
I'll take romance.
All right. The category of romance. Which actress starred in the romantic dramas Hope Floats and The Lake House? Looking for an answer in 5, 4, 3,
Sandra Bullock, final
2,
answer.
1.
You don't need
Sandra
the final
Bullock
answer
is
for that.
correct for your
Wow.
2
Never mind,
points.
Wow. I don't know
Great
if that was
pull
a
there.
I don't know if that was a Bateman pull or that was normal Ben Bateman up to his usual tricks. Nevertheless, it puts Danger Zone up by 1. And now, Ethan Irwin, it is your time to answer the 3-point question.
Let's do it.
You selected the number 15. And the number 15 corresponds to crime.
Okay.
All right. And your question in crime movies is as follows for 3 points. Which famous actor stars as Martin Bishop, a security expert who is forced to lead his team on a dangerous job in the 1992 film Sneakers?
Is it Michael Douglas?
Robert Redford.
Oh yeah, no, the
Without hesitation, he says Robert Redford. That's the correct answer for 3 points.
The
putting
other
Lightning
70-year-old guy
back
in the
the
MCU.
lead,
I knew it was one
27
of
to
the two.
25. And now Dan Murrow is on the proverbial bubble. And Steph Sabraw will be asking you your 3-point question. Y'all selected the number 3. That's action adventure. Action adventure. All right,
You got
Steph,
this, partner.
whenever you're ready.
All right, for your 3-point question. Bruce Willis plays the character Mr. Church in what action franchise?
That would be the Expendables franchise.
The Expendables is correct for your 3-point question.
Now Lightning Time
All
has to
right,
hit
now
their 5.
that puts Danger Zone back up by 1 point. The lead keeps changing. And
There are
now-
other movies in the world than The Expendables, PJ. Just for the record.
All right, we're not going to
Are there really?
Are there?
no other movies that matter in my book.
No.
We're going to get now to the 5-point question for Lightning Time. So this is where we stand. Danger Zone has a 1-point advantage if Lightning Time answers this correctly. Now Danger Zone is in the hot seat. If they missed it, Danger Zone will win the match. For your 5-point question, you selected the number 10. And the number 10 corresponds to modern
Can't
classics.
deal with his accent.
Modern classics.
Okay.
And your
Modern
question
classics.
for 5 points. And then knock it back over to Danger Zone. Which 1986 comedy features supporting performances from Cindy Paquette, Edie McClurg, and Ben Stein?
What
I'm
was
guessing-
Ben Stein, the teacher?
Ferris
in?
Bueller's Day Off, I think.
It was that? Yeah, I think you're
Yeah, I
right.
think
It
it's
is
Ferris Bueller's Day
86,
Off,
I
based
think.
on that.
Yeah, I'll say
So,
that
Ferris
too.
Bueller's Day Off, final answer.
That is correct for 5 points. It was Ferris Bueller's Day
Ferris
Off.
Bueller.
It is now 32 to 28. Danger Zone now in the hot seat, Steph, and they have to answer their 5-point question.
How the
They
turntables
selected
now, Brett.
the number 7.
Camera's terrible.
And the number 7 corresponds
And pixelated and
to
glitchy.
Tom Hanks.
And laggy.
Tom Hanks.
What happened in this match?
America's Dad.
Granddad, I think. At
Bless
this
that
point.
man.
We have 1 JTE remaining. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
All right, for your 5-point question. You'll find the characters of Lieutenant Mark Rumsfeld and Art Weingartner in what 1980s Tom Hanks comedy?
80s comedy. Is it possibly Volunteers, Dan? Is that him?
Is it? It could be, or they cops. Could it be Turner and Hooch?
4,
Let's repeat here.
3,
Repeat the question.
2. Their final JTE. The category of Tom Hanks. You'll find the characters of Lieutenant Mark Rumsfeld and Art Weingartner in what 1980s Tom Hanks comedy?
I like that Volunteers guess. I'm feeling good about that. That seems 5 worthy.
You think
I
more
like
so
that
than
partner.
Hooch? I don't actually know the plot of Volunteers, really.
I like that partner. I like
Yeah?
that. I say go with that.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3.
Volunteers, final answer.
And your winners! Lightning time!
The answer we were looking for was the bird.
The bird!
I was wrong.
The bird is the word!
Time gets the W.
Yes!
Congratulations to y'all. What an incredible battle.
Woo!
Back and forth. We're going to talk to you all in just one
Oh,
moment.
wow.
Steph, wow.
Oh, that was a tough
Back and forth, they went. The lead changed multiple times. I couldn't even keep count. What a compelling contest between these two.
There was just no point in any part of this match where I thought I knew who was going to win. The back and forth was crazy. Every team did what they had to do, and Lightning Time at the end there, who had to hit their 5-pointer, did what they needed to do to secure that win.
It was incredible to see this. I mean, the communication, I want to say, between both teams was expert. I mean, they both were back and forth the whole time, talking things through. Hey, do you need to go to multiple choice? Do we need to take a repeat? They did everything right. Both teams played a great game. It just came down to that 5-point question, which so many times it does. But Lightning Time, not only did they play well, not only did they communicate well, they had to battle back from opponent's choice in a very tough Sean Connery category, which they even gave up a 1-point steal on.
I know exactly that 1-point steal you think would hurt morale, but you forget that this team really works well together. And I feel like both Ethan and Liz are two competitors that can brush things off and keep it pushing, and just knowing that, like they said in the beginning, answer questions right, because that's what they're doing here, is answering trivia questions.
And they did it expertly, where we're about to hear from Lightning Time and their manager, Sam Levine.
You know, Ethan, that is not the first time that you have cheersed thinking you lost.
Yeah.
At the end of a match. Is that just like your thing now? Like,
I guess my good luck charm is believing that I have lost. Yes.
I was like,
Not the
maybe
hat
he's
thing.
actually, he's not cheersing that that he thinks they won. He's cheersing like, thanks for the W.
No, I had no. Liz knew the answer. I did not know the answer to that.
I actually was completely wrong. It was the Burbs. I was thinking it was Turner and Hooch.
Oh.
But you know,
yeah,
that was a
lot.
Yeah. Hey, once again, hat don't lie. Here we are.
Hat don't lie.
Hat don't lie.
Hours.
Yeah, and I like that glass you're drinking out of.
Hat powers activate!
So I gotta say though, you guys have been playing on a different level lately. What is it about your team chemistry that you think is just taking your gameplay to the next level?
Well, I think going into it, I personally assumed that, knowing Ethan as I have for almost 20 freaking years at this point, that we would, we would have immediate open communication, and we have. I think it was just a matter of, I think that like our first couple matches, we did have to learn how to translate that into Schmoedown speak, for lack of a better term. So I think that has, I think as we've done it, as we've played more matches, we've just gotten better at it.
I gotta ask you, spinning away from Sean Connery and then getting Sean Connery, is it one of the, like, you know?
I was like,
I think it's guaranteed at this point. If you spin away from whatever it is on the first time, you're likely gonna get opponent's choice. I don't know why the digital wheel does this to us, but it feels like there's something to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, honestly, the thing is, I was comfortable with the idea of doing Sean Connery, and I just figured there was other stuff on the board we liked more, and so, the fact that we got it, not the worst thing in the world, and it bared out in the actual questions we got.
They were comparing at the beginning of the match. I'm not sure if you guys heard it. That the way that both teams had ended up playing Rushmore, and it was like how that was like kind of one of those factors that they were looking at in terms of how they saw this match going. Obviously, that's not how this panned out. Sam?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to play Rushmore again, but here we are. I gotta say, as sweet as a victory against Rushmore would have been, this is doubly sweet. I mean, we talked about it at the top of the show. Ben said, well, if I can't beat him, I want to join him, and then it didn't work out, and hey, I'm sorry it didn't work out that time or this time. I guess, I don't know, Adam Whip was taking shots,
strategy,
saying this is our A game. I believe it was. I believe this was a pretty good game played by these two incredible competitors, and I'm very, very proud of them. And I don't know what else there is to say. These guys are amazing, and I mean, look, I don't want to take anything away from Ben and Dan. They're both great players. They're both championship caliber players every day of the week, and I don't know. I mean, matches like this truly do come down to one question in either way. I mean, if you'd have said Lumet instead of Pakula, then we probably wouldn't have had to answer our 5, as it turns out. But here we are. So, I mean, anytime a match is competitive, I'm happy this was competitive.
Yeah, I don't think the match
and I'm even happier
checks
with the
out on
outcome.
that,
So, congrats, guys.
That's all I needed.
Yeah,
I'm not
someone
really
who
good at
recently
matching
just
either
lost on
way.
a 5-pointer, I fully empathize with them, and I know how much it sucks. And I mean, not that they have more experience in this game than me, but I recently had that experience, and it sucks. But it doesn't diminish the fact that they're both great players.
Absolutely. So what's next, guys?
Yeah, you tell us. We just get an email and show up.
You and me both, buddy.
You and me both.
Hey, and we don't have to go into the studio anymore, so I don't even have to wash the shirt.
I mean, neither do I. I recommend it every 3 to 4 matches. You should.
Okay. I don't know. It's kind of lucky now.
But don't you guys ever wash those hats?
Never.
Of course,
never.
never.
No,
absolutely
no.
not.
There's some real baseball magic to that, and I have to agree with you, Sam Levine. We can't have that happening. So.
No, I haven't showered since April, but maybe that's helping.
April
as well.
this year or April last year?
And I've never been more grateful that this is a virtual interview. So, anyways, congratulations.
Dry shampoo. Invest.
Congratulations on a fantastic match today, and I'm always rooting for you guys. I love your chemistry. I love the camaraderie. And Liz, I have to say to you directly, I'm really loving watching you come into your own in this league, and just your confidence every time I see you. It just feels like it gets better and better. I don't know if that's a testament to your chemistry with Ethan and how much the two of you trust each other, but I feel like I've been watching a different player this whole time. You were already going to be a legend, but like you prove yourself every time.
Great. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Ethan, you're okay too.
I'm okay. Liz, good work and great time.
Oh, best of luck to whatever's next, guys.
And, there you had it. Jen Sturger asking the right questions, getting great answers from both teams. And I concur with how great Liz Shannon Miller has been playing just in general. I knew she was going to be a force when she came into this league, but she has solidified herself as one of the best playing in this game today. And, of course, Ethan Irwin, his stats speak for himself. And I think Jen also did a great job pointing out the only common factor we had was Rushmore. To go off of who had the benefit in this match, who had the edge, and you look at the commonality of the opponents that they faced. But that statistic, show me a stat, I'll show you a lie. It proved not to be correct, but what a match by Lightning.
I completely agree. And I agree about Ethan and Shannon. I think both of those competitors in their own right are so good. And then to watch the camaraderie with them together is incredible. But with Shannon specifically, I don't even think she took, when she knows the answer, it's out there.
That's why they call her Lightning Liz Shannon Miller. She's going to hit it quick.
She hits it, and it's fun to watch.
Absolutely. Well, we have to now talk to the faction or the team that came in second place today, who unfortunately didn't get the W. That is Danger Zone and their manager, Adam Witt. Jen Sturger, take it away.
Hey guys, obviously not used to seeing you in this location or this order. You know what I mean? Like this just it doesn't feel very danger zony to me. You can't even say today was rough gameplay because both of you played well. I mean, the only thing I can attribute to place that you could have improved was possibly round one, but everyone kind of struggled with it.
Yeah, it was a tough round one. You know, it's disappointing to have played a couple shaky round ones in a row for us. It's weird. It's uncharacteristic. It's not really how we usually play. And then at the end, it's always tough. You know, you could, as evidenced by the way they answered, they didn't know our 5. I think we pretty much knew it when they said 86 at Ben Stein. And that's just how it goes. You get random numbers at the end. So sometimes you get one you know, and sometimes you don't.
Dan?
I want to curse so badly now because the friggin' Burbs is the bane of my existence in this game. I understand that I will never live this down, and I'm sure that the people are clackety-clacking on their keyboards going like, why didn't you watch the Burbs? You lost a roke on that. I did watch the Burbs 4 years ago, and I didn't memorize the name of every single character. So all you people that want to come out here and razz me about missing another question about
remember
the
the Titans is also...
Why don't you come up here and play?
Yeah.
Why don't you come up here and play, and then we'll see how much you know about
the Burbs.
Dan, this might be the most fired up I've ever seen you.
Because I know what people say. I know how they do these things. I've seen it happen time and again. You're expected to know everything about every single movie that ever comes out, and then these things line up where you might miss one thing about the same movie. Then they're like, "Ooh."
So what?
Good luck. Come out and give it a shot.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You
try doing what he
pick random
does.
numbers at the end, and sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Dan and I needed to play better in round one. We both know that. We're going to look back at this match. We're going to remember missing a tough 5, but everybody misses tough 5s. If we go in there and we play the way we're supposed to play in round one, the way we usually play in round one, we just win the match outright. We would have been up. If we had gone perfect in round one like we have before, we would have been up so much the 5 wouldn't have even mattered. And those are the questions that you can control because you can study for those questions. You can't study for a 5. I'm never going to study the character names in the freaking Burbs. That's just not going to happen. So, unfortunately, didn't go our way today. Just what it is.
I will also say, when people look back at our last couple round ones and they'll say, oh, what's their problem? Take our round ones and put them up against some other round ones that have been thrown at competitors in this game. Listen, we get the questions wrong at the end of the day. That is very much true. But the round ones have been coming to play us, too.
Yeah.
This is not an excuse. This is just
It was
objectively
a tough
fact.
round
There have been
one.
some tough,
There's no other way to look
questions.
at it.
Usually you only get maybe one question on that difficulty in some of these round ones. We're fielding 2 or 3 of them in our last couple games. So it's a challenge. Now, we lost. That means our teammates are keeping up with the same challenge. This isn't me making excuses, but this is me saying that, like, people, I'm sure this is going to just fuel the narrative, like, oh, Danger Zone's a disappointment because we're 3-2. We only won a tournament. We're going to go back into another tournament. But I also would just like to point out the fact that we are playing at an elite level. We're playing at a top level, and it is harder to win games here where we are playing. We have played every single team we have played has been a top tier team.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Is a tough,
they played Corruption.
Tough matchup.
They played
and
Rushmore.
They are a great team,
They played
and I
Deception.
look forward to playing them again someday.
Every team they played is
but,
a
you know, this is not an
contender.
apples to apples league.
Yeah, no, it's not like you're facing like the Jets or something like that, like week 2, or getting a bye. Exactly.
Well, here's the thing, Jen.
All the sports analogies.
We don't get to play the Wild Berries anymore. You know, there's no more cupcake matchups apparently for us in the teams division. You know,
so the dungeon's got
offense
work
to the
do.
Wild Berries; they were delightful.
Dan has a title to defend, and I have a singles tournament to win, and we have a teams tournament to win, and that is what we're gonna do. So you shake off today's loss. This wasn't our day. Tournaments are the thing we're best at. It's certainly the thing I'm best at. The thing he's best at is winning titles, so I'll let him do his work. And that's just how we're going to approach this, Jen. It's one loss. It happens.
And also, before we leave this on a negative note, you guys are a clinic in gameplay. When you come across a 50-50 question, that is classic, that is ingrained in your head, that even if you know the answer, you check down just in case, because at 50-50, you're going to give up a 2 if you pick the wrong one. I mean, they're all through this game, you guys were a clinic on gameplay, and it's admirable play, and it just comes down to a dumb Burbs question, because, you know, Mark Rumsfeld, we love Mark Rumsfeld. Remember that character? It's just like, we know that name so well, right? He's a classic cinema character.
Art Weingartner, yeah, for sure.
Oh, I love him. That's from the Burbs, right?
Yep.
Don't get salty with it. Don't get salty.
That's all I do. That's what I'm here
Joe
for.
Dante directed it. I'll tell you that. I know that. Joe Dante directed that movie. I learned that much.
I just can't wait for all the memes of just you screaming at the sky, Dan. I mean, this is just, like you said, it just all comes down to that one 5-pointer question. But like you said, Ben, if you guys might have played a little bit tighter in round one, and maybe prepared for PJ Campbell instead of your actual opponents.
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
I'm going to take out a bank loan
Dan
so I can
got that
subscribe
right.
to. I'm going to take out a bank loan so I can subscribe to all these streaming services you have to keep up with these new movies that come out.
I'm sorry, guys. Tough loss today. Like you said, you're back in the tournament, so
subscribing is one thing.
I
Having
feel
the
sorry for
time to
anybody
watch
that you
all
have
of
to come
them
up against
is
now.
a different thing entirely.
We look forward to playing more matches. Thanks, Jen.
Take it easy, guys.
I was just gonna say, I think he's fired up and ready to go, and
He's fired up and tired of the way that things have
Dan Merle's
been.
a scary Dan Merle. Nevertheless, go.
I loved it. I was
Oh, yeah, I
like,
know
get
you're
it,
here.
Dan. I'm with Dan. I try it. No one's gonna come for Dan realistically if you actually know what he's done and what he can do. And I think this is only gonna play well for them. When you light that fire and you have that L and you want to prove that you are the greats, which they are, this I think is gonna be good for them. And at the end of the day, they were both right. Ben was right, like, you try it. And then Ben was right that they needed that better round one. And I think next time we see them, they're going to have a killer round one.
Yeah, I'm sure that whatever happened in this match that led to that defeat, they will correct it in their next contest. And Dan Merle, this isn't the last that he's seen of big-time Ethan Irwin. They're going to be doing battle soon for the singles championship of the world. And we are just a few days away from the Schmoedown collision, where you're going to see Laura Kelly taking on Andrew DeMolanta for the Star Wars title. Kevin Smith and Lady Justice, Marisol McKee are doing battle. Amaru Moses and Saul. Shazam,
All matches that I've seen
team
already.
Titles on the line. I mean, it is a crazy card that you're going to get to see. That is the collision going down on July 31st, presented by Captain Morgan. Just so many great matches coming up here in the movie trivia Schmoedown. Incredible stuff and an incredible match today. That is all we have for you this week, or this edition of the movie trivia Schmoedown. That is Steph Stabral, the backstage interviewer, Jen Sturger, one of the best in the business. My name is the Boat Brad Gilmore. Shout out to both teams and their managers on an incredible contest. But until next time, we will see you here on the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Well, that was a great match, if I've ever seen one. And like I said, I'm loving the angry Dan. I like evil Dan Merle. I love it. I think he needs to grow a goatee now and go with the beard of evil Dan Merle. It's a Star Trek reference. Sorry about if you didn't get it. Anyways, like I said, I only answered 5 questions in that entire match. Some I kind of knew after they guessed it, and some I didn't know the full name of the answer. So, yeah. It's general trivia. Well, I don't care. Anyways, congratulations to Lightning Time for beating Danger Zone. It's tough to see Dan lose. It's great to see Ben Bateman lose. But, yeah, I'm gonna keep watching, keep supporting. It's just, I really have to get going. I have to keep this short, extra short today because I'm late for work. So, until then, everybody, thank you for watching, and let's get ready to Schmoedown some other time. Goodbye. Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.